everybody, how are you? Right, today I've got a comparison with let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 Marshall type sort of overdrive pedals, sort of amp in a box type things. Since we're on the subject of this, I think the first one we'll try is this Marshall Guv'nor. Now I've had this one for about 30 years actually, a bit dusty. They've been reissued, as you're probably aware. I think the whole range of these drive pedals have been reissued. So if we're trying to do like a sort of Marshall overdrive in a box, then it makes sense that we start with the Marshall in a box. So yeah, so it is a little bit dusty, but still works, or it should do. Okay. Now, I noticed I saw one of these was going for about £300. Like, I'm not sure how much the reissues are. I think they're about 150. I'm not sure. Maybe you can correct me on that one. Right. So anyway, just a moment to get set up. So this is the boring bit. But right. So that one goes there. Input there, like that. Okay. So we're not on just yet, but turn the level down. Go on. Right. Okay, it's old. Yeah, it's picking up the light, so that's what that background noise is about. But I think that's pretty good, isn't it, actually? Fairly convincing, nice sort of mid-rangey sort of overdrive. What's going next? Okay, so yeah, I think it was about in February. I was trying to do an Eldemila type rig on, one of those on a budget type things, and I was using this Shin-Juku drive. At the time I was really fond of it, using the compressor to push this a little bit more, but I'm not, in retrospect, compared with some of these other pedals that I'm going to show you, I'm not that convinced now. Let me know what you think. Right, so should be all good to go now. Yeah, so this is the Shin-Juku. Sorry about the mistakes. Yep. So it's all right, but it's, I don't know. There's something not quite there with it. Right. So, I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Right. So that was the Shin-Juku. Next we're going with this one, which is the Wampler Pinnacle. I mean, I've used this in a Van Halen style rig. It's a bit more high gain than the others, but I still like it. So I think it's a bit of a wild card, this one, actually. Hang on, right, almost there. So right, okay. So that's a clean. is like a sort of a vintage and modern button. You just lose some of the tone though. That's the vintage setting. I'll play that again. But it's more of a high gain pedal, this one. Yeah. So it's pushing more towards sort of like you know, sort of 80s metal really. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Right, so okay, so next we're gonna go for this Love Pedal Deluxe, which is purple Plexi. So this is basically a Marshall Plexi, but the limited one with the purple Tolex. So I've done a review of this one, so you can probably find it. That was a few months ago as well. Let's see, let's go back. Okay, so nice and clean. And then we just go here. Now this one's also got like a clean boost as well, which is very handy. But yeah, so that's kind of okay. It sounds a little bit Santana-ish to me. I mean, I quite like it. Right, so then I think we're going to move on. Okay. Right, so next, what haven't we had yet? Right, Way Huge Super Lead. Supposedly based on a Marshall Super Lead, I believe. So yeah, so okay. Now they always seem to put the adapters in different places. I don't know whether somebody's actually thought out where the best place to put the adapter socket is. But anyway, right. Okay, that's good to go. So. Nice and clean again. Right. Yeah, I do like that one. It's nice and subtle. You know, it's not sort of like an aggressive in-your-face overdrive. It's just a nice subtle drive that you can use for your leads and what have you. Alright, so we'll just move on. Okay, and yeah, so then we've got yeah, this one. It's another MXR pedal, the Custom Badass 78 Distortion. Now I don't know why it's called a 78 Distortion. Perhaps you could let me know if you know what why it's 78 rather than 77 or 79. But anyway, so let's have a look. Right. Now when I'm using this one, it's got like a crunch button. With that one pressed in, I actually found it sounds really sort of quite like it's a nice smooth overdrive. So let's see. So we're clean, right? Yeah. So how many did I say? I think I said 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's. I don't remember which ones did I got? Which ones have I shown you? So Plexi, Wampler, Shin-Juku, the way shoes. That's 4. That one's 5. Now, I think maybe as a bonus, there's one more. Oh yeah, the Marshall. That was right. Yeah, that was the 6th one, wasn't it? Yeah. How could I forget that? The whole thing's about Marshall type pedals. How could I forget the one that kicked it all off? I think we could have a 7th one, just briefly. And it's this one, which I've actually been sort of quite lucky to get. These are obsolete now. Got this from a second-hand shop. Cost probably about £50, but I think they're worth a lot more than that now. It runs at 9 volts, but you can run it at 18 volts, so it gives you a bit more headroom. But just compared with the 78 and the way huge Super lead, you might be surprised. Okay, so right, that one's coming out. This one's going in, and yeah, well, this one's got the adapter on the other side. All right, okay. Right, there we go. So that's all set up. Nice and clean, and yeah. So that was 7 pedals. Yeah, Marshall Guv'nor, Wampler Pinnacle, MXR Shin-Juku, Purple Plexi, by Love Pedals, MXR 78 Distortion, and just way huge lead as well, and the OCD, the Fulltone OCD. Yeah, it's not in any particular order, but sort of Marshall type tones. I think some are better than others, and of course it's going to depend on the application. You know, like what type of music you want to play. I mean, you're trying to go for that sort of 70s classic rock. You know, just a nice overdriven lead tone, rather than outright in-your-face metal. That's the real challenge. So there's been some strengths and some weaknesses, I think. But please let me know what you think. You know, let me know which one you thought was your favourite. Maybe you didn't like any of them. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.